Yes. Traditionally in child welfare, safety planning has had very specific criteria, whether or not the survivor files a restraining order or injunction, whether or not the survivor goes to the police or leaves the relationship. And what we've been able to do through the use of the model is to help child welfare understand that while we don't want to take those off the table in some cases those will be appropriate interventions, that leaving isn't actually a plan, it's a goal. And that plans are what we do to make leaving a safe option, but that we also have to look at the reality of when families do choose to stay together, that we have to find safe ways to make that happen as well. And so safety planning in child welfare has changed to look at the basic needs of the family, financially, emotionally, and of course in relation to safety, and how to then put in specific actions with families, building on the actions that domestic violence survivors have already been using, building on the actions of domestic violence advocates who've already been planning with their clients to make plans that make sense in a case-specific way. You know, one of the hardest things about domestic violence is that every single case is different, that there is not going to be one specific safety plan that fits each family. And so for child welfare to be able to go in a much more comprehensive way, look at the strengths, look at the efforts that survivors have put forward already and build on those to make sure that kids stay safe, it really is a very different form of practice. I had a worker just the other day tell me that she was concerned that if we didn't look at the everyday efforts of survivors, that we were really missing an opportunity to see what has already been working to keep the children safe. And that was really powerful to me, that DCF and child welfare in general is looking at these specific everyday safety planning efforts.